Hello, welcome back to the HackShack. So today is day 6 of the Maker Advent Calendar, but I have a question for you, assistant.
What's that?
Did you pack the presents for the kids?
What are you talking about?
This is why I don't like assistants. Okay, well.
So welcome back.
Yeah.
This is day 6 of the Pie Hut Maker Advent Calendar. We're going to look and see what's inside our 6 box. Does that feel heavy or light today?
Well, it sure doesn't feel like coal. It doesn't feel like a present.
All right.
What could it be?
Let's check it out and see what we're going to do today. Okay, make sure everyone's going to see. So what is it like we have in there?
We have a bag, and we have like wires in it.
Mm-hmm. So you got, 3 wires and a resistor. Let's see here. And then I believe this is a special kind of sensor here. I think this is what they call a photo transistor.
Okay.
So this will detect light. So I believe what we're going to do is mess around with detecting light and doing different things with that today. And so if we look at our documentation here, it says we're going to use the LEDs again. I'm going to unhook this from the USB here. Let's disconnect their USB. And then we're going to take out these connections for this potentiometer. Okay. And then we are going to take this out of the breadboard, and it says that we need to do this part right here. It says for this, connect the right short leg to the 3-point. Okay, so we're going to put this in like this. Do you want to push that down or help me or stick it in there? All right, let's see. And I think we're going to put one leg of the resistor that we have here is going to be on this side. Okay. Can you make it like this? Can you put this right here, like the picture? Put this resistor here. I'm going to get a little pointer here somewhere. Okay, so you can do what I'm talking about.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then it's the one above the 3, so that'd be 4.
You could do that, but
and then it goes all the way 1.
Okay, I'm going to plug this back up, okay? And so now what we're going to do is look at our first little bit of code here. So we had a slight change of plans. I've got a different helper here that has agreed to help us out. This code right here is just setting our analog to digital conversion on, to read on pin 26, and it's going to assign the sensor reading to a variable called light, and then we're going to print that out. So hit that little green arrow up there. Let's see, and then look at the, yes, okay. So it did that. See that number 63023? So this is just real basic, it doesn't loop. So I'm going to block some light here. So hit it again, and let's see if that number gets lower. Right, I'm going to remove it again, run it again. Right, so cool, that shows us that this is working. It kind of works like a volume knob, but instead of it changing based on how you turn it, it's how much light it receives, it's how much current it allows to go through it. So that's pretty cool. All right, so now we're back. This is supposed to be a different example, and it's going to give us more of a percentage value of light instead of those big numbers. So we're going to see what that looks like. Can you pop that code in and execute that? So 95%, is that what that says? All right, so let's see. Let's do this and see what it says after that. 19%. I wonder if I'm completely cool. And just, I'm going to switch back over here real quick to the bench camera. So all I was doing was, we had this over the sensor, and one time I had that. So that's what you're seeing, the difference in the light there. All right, so this next example is kind of doing the same thing, but we're going to use a round function on that percent that we're calculating. And it's also going to limit us to not so many decimal places, because that's not really, we don't really care about that for this exercise. So pop that code in, and let's execute that and see what the number looks like that it reports back. So that says 96.4. See, we don't have all the, what is that, 5 decimal places. So let's see what this is. Execute that again. We're blocking it now. 16%. Cool. All right. All right. So this example, paste that on in there. Let's look at it. So if you look at this one, we got the same light sensor value, but if you look down here, we're going to convert let's see, to a string, because you can print out like a value, like a numeric value, or you can print out a string. But if you want to do both, like there, like we want to do, we can't do that because we want to actually print the literal string value of the percent symbol, and you can't mix that. So we have to convert the output of light percent into a string value, and then we can put a literal string next to it. So this should show us the actual percent symbol on the output. So let's execute that again. So now see how it's actually printing the percent symbol, but you can't mix those symbols together. See what that did?
Yeah.
Cool, huh?
Sure.
You sound super excited.
I am. I'm excited to get back on my computer.
All right. Well, I appreciate your help.
Thank you.
All right.
Man,
So
you're
now
welcome.
what we're going to do is look at a way to use our LEDs with this. So now we got some code we're going to paste in here, pop that in there. So this example, what it's going to do, can you scroll down a little bit? It's going to see how we're using our LEDs again in this example. And based on the light sensitive, you see, so look there, look, if it's, see there, if it's less than or equal to 30%, light the red one on, and the other two are off. And if it's greater than 30 but less than 60, we're going to do the amber LED. Now, again, I don't know what order I've got these in, so just think about them as one end or the other or the middle. And if it's over, or if it's equal to or over 60%, it's going to do the green LED, which it says green there, but it's going to do the third one. So we're going to try that and see if we can see these LEDs change. So execute that. All right, do we have an LED that's on?
Yeah, red.
Okay, so now what we're going to do, so play around and like see if the lights change as you get close to that. See if it goes to the middle one.
Like where this?
Yeah, like block over that a little bit. Like from the top probably.
Oh.
Does it
Oh,
change?
it
See, that's the
changed to
dim. So see if you
yellow.
can catch it in the middle. Like if you get a little bit of a middle bit of a light, so it's jumping. See if you can get that middle light. Like
Isn't that the middle one right there?
no, that's the end. That's the far end. That's low. The middle one should light up if you're in the middle. There you go. So see, oh, let's see.
There.
See, there's the middle light. So you can see that it's doing what it's supposed to do, right? So one of the things it also said to do after doing this was, see, why don't you try this? It says once complete, why not try adding the buzzer code from yesterday's box to alert us when the light goes below 30%. So I tinkered around with that a little bit. And I've just, if you look here, it's not very pretty. I didn't have super comments, but I had to add in the PWM stuff and define the buzzer here, pin 13. And then what I did was, and this is probably not necessarily the best way to do it, but this is just a quick and dirty way I could think of. And so what I do, since these little subroutines are going to get started each time, I just set the buzzer off at the top of each one. But if it was in the less than or equal to 30%, I'm setting the buzzer frequency to 1000 and setting the duty to 10,000, and it'll just stay beeping until it's until it's gone above 30. And so that's what I've got running over here now. So that's actually, this code has been pushed to it. So I'm going to switch over to the bench, and you will see, I think you can tell that you can tell that this light, the brightest LED is on. This is the middle, and this will be the lowest. So when I block the light sensor here, you should see or hear the beep come on. And see that lowest LED's on there. If I remove my hand and the light goes back up, the beep goes off. So let's check that out again. There we go. And after it goes back to high. So that's pretty cool. That was a neat little thing that they mentioned to try there. So both of my helpers have abandoned me now, so it's just me. Sorry about that. So thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you checking this out. This was pretty fun. Hopefully this is pretty quick. It just shows a neat thing to do. Like I said, it's kind of like the potentiometer, but different, right? It changes the current flow allowed to pass through based on the amount of light it receives. So that's kind of neat. And obviously there's a lot of things that use that in our day-to-day lives you can probably think of. So that's it. Hope you're having a good holiday season so far, and we will see you on the next one on our day 7. And that should be on, let's see here, that'll be the 13th. So today is December 11th, and our next one will release on December 13th. Hope you're doing great. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. We'll probably already have time.
Do you use this audio?
What audio?
Like right now?
No, I mean, I'm not even going to use this video. Like, I'm going to cut a chunk of this out. But I will use some of it, but like, I'm just talking. I don't want to have like a bunch of different files.
Oh, how I want to Crunchwrap Supreme.
Yeah, I'm going to stop.